G'day everyone and welcome to Duckzorly Gaming. Duckzorly is now on YouTube. It's taken a while, but we've finally got there. Well, at this stage anyway. We're just putting around on Pine Cove Farm at the moment. I've just finished some baling and some mowing. Strangely enough, I've done some mowing, we'll get into that later. And I just thought I'd truck my little... Thought I'd park my little truck combo down here and then go on and do some other work while I'm just having a general chat, introducing myself and what we plan on doing. Like I said, it's only a very small truck, this one. Small in the fact of Australian standards possibly, but it's certainly a nice little workhorse. So we'll park it up over here and then I'll grab my trusty ute and then go for a bit of a drive to the area where I will next need to work. But when I park here, I'll pull up and just show you my little tractor. Like I see, he's only very small. He's only got about 12 trailers on him, all part of the GTX mods road train pack, which is a fantastic pack, especially for the big maps if you like doing things not necessarily fully simulation realistic, but a bit of fun. Certainly makes it fun and enjoyable. Alright, so we'll jump in the ute, the SUV, or the utility as you guys in continental United States etc. would say. Okay, so a little bit about me. I started Farming Simulator in 2013 technically. Loaded up the game, played for the whole of 5 minutes and basically deleted it, never to play again. Just wasn't the game for me, didn't have any interest in it, and just generally found it to be cumbersome, not enjoyable, not what I was into, not what I was used to. So yep, uninstalled, never came back to it. A couple of months ago, was just on the release of Farming Simulator 17. I was watching some YouTube channels as I tend to do at work, I've got better to do, and one of the ones that popped up as a recommended channel was this Eustace Pharmer. Interesting chap, one that I've got to know reasonably well for the last couple of months, and his dulcet tones and his game story mode and everything else like that just drew me in, like it obviously does many others, and I started to get quite interested in this Farming Simulator 17 game. So he was plugging his channel, this Three Dudes Gaming Network, and was mentioning another bloke by the name of Jerry, or Grizzly Bear Sims as most know him, and I thought, well, I'll have a look at this guy as well and just sort of see, just have a look and see what this thing's like. I mean, go back 20 years ago when I first started, well, I wasn't first started gaming, I was gaming. There was none of this thing called YouTube and looking at reviews and let's plays and that before you bought a game. You bought a game, if you liked it, you liked it. If it sucked, it sucked. But anyway, cut a long story short, I bought Farming Simulator 17 and that was it. But I will admit, being of the older generation, I started getting into the game and like, oh, this is a bit complicated. What's this, fertilising states and all that sort of stuff? I mean, I'm a country boy. I served 15 years in our Navy, and I'm not one of these sort of blokes that lives on a farm, although some of my family have farms, but it was never something that interested me, so it was a whole new experience. Anyway, the big thing I found was mowing. You got to mow some grass, and you'll see coming up here now is my favourite bit of equipment in the whole of the game. And again, another GTX mods output, the Krone Big M. Anyway, so we'll just jump out of here and we'll just go and jump in our Big M. Nice sky blue coloured. See, he's had a bit of work. All my Big M's get a lot of work. We'll talk a bit more about that later or in another episode. In any case, Yeah, so Eustace and Grizz got me into this game, not just in a little way, a huge way. Just as of recently, I chalked up 1,000 hours now. I'm not a pro gamer, I'm not a great gamer. I'm just an older bloke that sit back, relax, or plays a game or two. 3 young kids, a wife. Sometimes you tend to have an escape, and that's it. Anyway, yeah, so here we are, and one of the best escapes I found is mowing. I don't know what it is, but I just love mowing. And then I did the baling, and the mowing, I must admit the first few hours, or maybe 20, 30 hours, that's all I was doing, and it got to the point where I was getting up quite a big store of bales and grass and hay, because I didn't know what else to do with it. And then obviously that led me to watching more of Jerry's and Eustace's videos, and it moved on from there, and got to the point where I was doing a little bit more than mowing, but I always referred back to my wonderful Big M and did some more mowing. So I'll cover more about the mowing. I've got a bit of a project plan coming up, but we can get into that a little bit later. So what am I planning on doing? Well, I don't know that I'm necessarily going to be a storyteller like Eustace and Jerry and even perhaps DoughBoy. DoughBoy's the one that sort of spurred me on, and I don't know that I'll be actually storytelling per se, but I might just be doing gameplay videos, let's plays, predominantly initially on Farming Simulator 17 and most likely Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, the likes of those, and put my slant on it, a little bit of Aussie humour, and just see how we go. I have no particular goal in mind. I'm just doing this for the sake of interest and entertainment, hopefully, if not for everyone else, myself mainly. Perhaps my son, I'll put on let my son watch it, get a bit of a laugh at his dad. But yeah, so it'd be nice to think I could get to the stage of having like 100 subscribers, even more. But that's a long way away yet. We'll just start putting out what we can and then go from there. Being a fairly busy person professionally, and also being very deeply involved with local sport, representative sport, being on one of the local boards as a director. Time is not something I have a lot of nowadays, and a lot of that has to be tried to be split between family and football and everything else that we do. So I don't know if I'll be able to definitely won't be doing one video a day sort of thing, but at least get a couple a week, maybe do some mod reviews, map reviews, who knows, we'll just play it as it is, play it as it comes, and go from there. I definitely won't be doing it very serious sim based, so if you're looking for something where I'm not going to run over a cut field or anything like that, then perhaps this won't be for you. But by and large, I will certainly try and do it to the better edges of reality as we can. But there's also going to be times where you'll see I'll have my 20 trailer road train running around and doing things, just to break up the monotony, I suppose, or the boredom. But anyway, so that's what we'll sort of do. And there'll be commentary, whether it be commentary of day-to-day things or things that affect the game. I'll certainly try and keep in touch with what's actually going on in the world of Farming Simulator 17 or the other games, and also real life. But will not get tugged into talking about politics or anything like that, because that just gets my blood boiling and blood pressure up. We don't want that. Okay. But while I am talking about that, I will publicly state that my heart and my thoughts go out to all those in Manchester for the recent terrorist attack. It's appalling, and to take an attack on young innocent lives especially is just, it's not on. I'm a firm believer in karma, but I'm also a firm believer in the reality of our military will do the job they're meant to do, and they'll go in and they'll get some payback. Anyway, so we'll move on from there. That's my thoughts on that. So, Duckzorly Gaming also is going to be having a blog. I've already started blogging. There's a few articles that have been completed of late. That will be a supplementary to the videos. Whether they come out as frequently as what they have been up until this point, I'm not so sure either. But certainly is the plan to continue on with those. I'm also looking forward to recording some multiplayer sessions. Now, unfortunately, even though I have a very fast cable connection, download of over 100 megabits per second, my upload is very slow thanks to our wonderful internet provider, and it won't sustain any streaming above 360 res, so that's pretty much out. So I will be streaming the multiplayer server I will be recording play on the 3 Dudes Gaming Network multiplayer server, and I've also been invited to partake and participate in DoughBoy's new venture that's coming out soon. I think it's all a little bit hush-hush still at the moment, but I think we're kicking that off maybe this weekend. But I don't want to take any of his joy or announcements away, so stay tuned for that. And while I won't be live streaming it, I'll certainly be recording it for you all to enjoy, laugh at, cry at some point later on. The other thing I will occasionally drop in, I guess it's more of a humour value than anything else, is a bit of Aussie slang. I know Johnny V probably have a bit of a laugh at that. Maybe stuff we do say a lot down here in Australia a fair bit, but then again it may be some slang we don't say so much. But I'll drop it and I'll generally give you a bit of an insight into what it means, because the last thing I want to do is say something about fanny packs and you take it the wrong way, when a fanny pack in Australia is just the same as a bum bag. Okay. Well, a bum bag is a fanny pack, but anyway, we'll leave that for later. Yeah, so that's pretty much where we stand and going. I certainly hope you'll continue to come back and enjoy Farming Simulator 7 or other games with me. I'm certainly going to try and reduce my arms. I know at the moment I'm just doing too many of those. I think that's a bit of nervousness coming in. But hey, we've all got to try and start sometime. And basically I really look forward to continuing on and interacting with a lot of you guys. It's one of the blogs that's coming out. I'm actually talking about some interaction with the community, and I can honestly say that thanks to Farming Simulator 17 I've joined 2 fantastic communities, which I urge you to join if you haven't already, which is the 3 Dudes Gaming Network, which is Eustace Pharmer, Grizzly Bear Sims and TBF. They are the 3 Dudes of the 3 Dudes Gaming Network, and they've created a wonderful little community there, very friendly. I'm one of the moderators for the forums, the website, and I'm also one of the admins for the multiplayer server, and we have a ball. So it's a great bunch of guys and gals in there, very helpful. So I encourage you all to come and join in. The multiplayer server is available to those members that join the website and the forum, and it's all free. The other community that I've recently joined and started interacting with, again thanks to Grizzly Bear Sims, is the PCSG network. Again, another great community, great bunch of guys in there, very, very helpful. Some of the stuff I've seen there already is just amazing. They also have a special section on the website where they're hosting mods. I'll probably discuss this a bit later on, even though it's a bit of older news now, in relation to the mod thefts and that sort of stuff. PCSG is basically going to exclusively be holding all of Stevie's mods. Stevie's recently decided to stand down from modding due to some sods, for want of a better term, not only just taking his mod and reposting it, but okay, so I knew it was going to happen. I pressed the wrong button. Don't map the same key to your steering wheel for end recording as what you would normally do lifting up your mowers. Anyway, I was talking about the mods and stuff. Anyway, I'll talk about that sometime soon, in another episode soon. I guess there's not much else for today. I'm really looking forward to not only engaging with everyone, like I said before, but also improving in the quality of my stream and my delivery, recording and delivery. But just basically having fun while playing the game, and maybe be able to help some others in showing some different aspects or showcasing some mods. But probably more so than anything else, having a good laugh. I really can't wait to get it in multiplayer server with DoughBoy and Johnny V and a few of the other boys that are around, Maverick, Rubber Burner. Should be a good time. But anyway, so if you think you're going to enjoy watching my channel and interacting with me, then please press the subscribe button. My first goal is going to be 20 subscribers. If I get that in the first 6 months, I'll be laughing. Nothing like short attainable goals. That's what we're going for. I shall definitely try and get videos out as regularly as I can, but as I said before, I certainly can't commit to anything like a video a day at this point in time. But just see how it goes. Depends how it all flows. If everything seems to be working well, and I can perhaps get the time and get it all done, well, maybe, who knows. But the first challenge is to get at least a Let's Play series up and running. Plus, as well as that, I also have, like I said, I've got a special little project planned, which will probably be the first set of videos I do, but it'll only be a very short series. At this stage, that's the plan at this point in time. So we shall probably leave it there. Obviously, I'll just pull back and have a look at this wonderful vehicle, and we'll just take a screenshot while we're there to use for the video. And I thank you again in advance for your kind words, or if you have unkind words, that's all good as well. Let me know. Here to improve. Just don't be too nasty, because I'll just get deleted. But we'll just go from there. Again, I have huge thanks to Jerry, Grizzly Bear Sims, Eustace Pharmer, my good mate, who's sunning himself on a nice holiday, bastard, and all the other boys, DoughBoy, Johnny V, Rubber Burner, all the guys over at PCSG, and I look forward to interacting with you all again very soon. Again, click the subscribe, keep an eye on DoughZorlyGaming.org, and come and see us on 3 Goose Gaming Network and PCSG. Until next time, I'll catch you all later. Cheers.